separate folder for them. I can show you. So I actually have two folders, one for arcade stuff, that's like everything else, as you can see, and one specifically for CPS while it's currently in its beta and it's being worked on, so I can keep everything separate. Once all this is like functioning and everyone's happy with it, I'll just dump it all in the arcade and tidy everything up. But yeah, I keep everything separate at the moment, so I've got one folder for arcade stuff and one folder specifically for the CPS stuff. You don't have to do that, but I think it's nicer just for organization. Yeah, if you've got everything, then you can just, you know the folder layout. You need basically a folder for cores, a folder for MAME, a folder for HB MAME. If you've got those ROM sets as well, and you put the text files with all the XML stuff in the root folder for the arcade, for the folder that you're working with, and that's it. Job done. Easy peasy. Yeah, I mean, if you need some help, you can always ask the guys in Jotego's Discord, or send me a PM on Discord or whatever. Be willing to help out. I know Al Anonymous and Aquis know quite a lot about the Mister as well, so there's plenty of people to help out, of course. And I've only been using mine for like the past few months, so I'm not 100% knowledgeable about it, and there's plenty of other people who are. But you can probably find some advice from people if you look around. Yeah, cool. Al will help you out with everything because he knows everything. He knows a lot about this stuff, so he can definitely point you in the right direction if you need to. The CPS1 stuff is working quite nicely. There are some small issues with like sprite priority layers and things like that, but that stuff that'll get fixed over time. It's 100% playable at the moment, which is really nice. Ah, damn it. It is. It is. It's definitely worth it. I mean, if you can find it for a good price, it's definitely worth going for. And it's just going to get better over time. It's, I think a lot of people are starting to snap it up now because there's a lot of good stuff on it. Like, obviously, the CPS1 stuff, all the console stuff, Neo Geo stuff. PlayStation 1 is coming soon, Jaguar is coming soon, CPS2 is coming soon. There is a lot of stuff coming for it, and it's going to be very good times. Especially with the lockdown and people have more time to work on it. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's definitely worthwhile, and I think if people are on the fence about it, it's worth just checking out other streams and seeing if the kinds of stuff that gets played is like worth your time. I mean, for me, it's definitely worth my time because I needed a box that's like quite small and very portable. Oh shit, nearly picked that up. Hey, oh, X68000 is coming as well, nice. Yeah, and all the old computer stuff like MSX and fucking things like that. I would really like to see PC98 though. That is the one computer that I would love to see on Mister someday, if it ever happens. There's so many good PC98 games out there, and it's definitely worth having the possibility of playing it on one of these things. Yeah, it's a bit of time and money investment, but you only get what you put in. You get out what you put into it, and it's like a little hobbyist kit for retro gamers, which is what's so sweet about it. I don't know if there's any Japanese Mr. guys. I haven't seen any. I would hope so. Yeah, I'm not like too familiar with, you know, the scene and who's who in it, so I would hope it's being worked on though, because that's a system that needs to get a lot of love, I think. There are quite a lot of, you know, PC98 streamers on Twitch, but the easier it is for people to access that stuff, the better, I think. What's up, Jameis? Yeah, Japan does hate it, but someone's gonna do it at some point. Iconoclast. Oh, thank you for the follow. Abuse the cars. Try and get the power-ups as early as possible, because when they're like floating around, they're kind of difficult to get to. Oh my god! I think it's little details like that which is what I like the most about games like this. It's, you don't often get to destroy the scenery in a lot of shmups. Go. Capcom hates cars. Oh shit, missed one. I was going for the perfect there, but I wanted that power up first. Yeah, Last Resort does it as well. Lots of little touches, it's quite nice. I think Last Resort is a really good game, which again doesn't really get as much love as it should do. Yeah, transitions are nice in this. The graphics are really good actually. I think it's one of Capcom's nicer shmups on this particular platform. CPS2 is where everything is though. That would be really, really nice to have games like, you know, Eco Fighters and Great Maho Daisakusen and, you know, Pro Gear as well, actually. That's going to be pretty interesting once the CPS2 core hits, because Pro Gear will be on it. Actual home version of Pro Gear. Yeah, 1990. It's a pretty early 90s, this. In 19XX, 1944. It will be happening, Dave, because the developer that worked on the CPS1 core, this core, has been given CPS2 hardware, so he's going to be working on that very soon, I think. I think he said as much as well. But this week he's going to be releasing the rest of the CPS1 stuff, including Forgotten Worlds. Hey Deep Freeze. The audio emulation will always be improved upon as time goes on. the nice thing about this. Dave, you should basically go for it, honestly. I mean, there's a bunch of us that can vouch for everything on it, and it's definitely worth it because you're going to get much better quality out of it than you would with like a PC emulator. I mean, some PC emulators are quite good, but I find that the issue with playing on PC is, you know, obviously stuff like input lag between, you know, the OS and the emulator, and other things running on PC that can cause issues like, you know, virus scanners and browser windows and shit like that. And I bought this primarily because one, I knew it would be decent in terms of accuracy, and two, because it's basically, it takes all of that stuff off my PC and allows me just to plug shit in and play it whenever I want to. You see the work that's being done on it as well. It's only going to get better. The only thing is that in terms of power, you're not going to see super recent stuff on it. I mean, I think you'll get most likely. Obviously, the PS1 is coming. I would love to see the Saturn, but I don't expect it to happen. I need that. Getting clipped by those explosions. Really careful there. The only thing about the Mister is just getting it set up. That can be a little bit difficult, but once you've got it ready, it's really easy to maintain. So, yeah. I think the only real problem at the moment is trying to find it, because the place that I bought it from doesn't have any in stock. Like, not pre-built. Mine came with the 128 meg of RAM, so it's like future-proof. No, they actually VGA as well. Some output VGA, and you can actually get a VGA to SCART adapter as well. So if you've got like, I don't know, the PVM or something, you can plug it into that. Or like a computer monitor, something like that. Yeah, there is quite a lot of I/O for this. Plus the video output on this is actually quite good as well. I'm currently running it rather at 720p, but you can actually get it all the way up to like 1080. And you can see the quality is really good on it as well. It's like it upscales really nicely. It's kind of like if you had like an OSSC plugged into it, which you can also use if you want to. Plus it, I think there's some video modes as well, including 15 kilohertz. Yeah, arcade stuff has like gone up in price a lot. I think you're going to find that, you know, that kind of stuff is going to be very hard to get a hold of now at any kind of decent price. Quickly turn that down. Actually, it's fine. Pretty loud though. Yeah, everything is going up in price. It kind of sucks though. It's quite funny as well because I was planning on getting a Switch a couple of months ago, and when the lockdown hit, the Switch doubled in price. It's like £550 at the moment. So it's like, yeah, I'm not paying that much for a Switch when I'll probably only like played 2 games on it. Yeah, the price is stupid at the moment. I don't need the homing missiles, so I'll do that, but I'll take the... Yeah, it's really gone up in price. I was checking just to see. Amazon, like the price has doubled. The game, the price has doubled. It's so bad at the moment. It's like it was like 280 for like the one with the detachable Joy-Cons, but it no longer is. Whoa. Yeah, it is actually, yeah. It's nice though. I think a lot of the stages are quite good in this. It's gonna be some self-promise. Kinda have to get up there as early as possible. We can't. It's difficult to sweep those without homing missiles. There we go. It is. It is. Yeah, the prices have gone up on those Switches, so if you got it in time, then that's a good call. I'm still kind of on the fence about it because there's only a couple of games that I'm really keen on, like Breath of the Wild, Link's Awakening, and the new Project Eva were the 3 games that I would buy on it on day one, but the problem is I'm not paying that much for a handheld when I've got like the Vita, which lasts me forever. The jailbroken Vita as well. And I was actually enjoying a little bit of Atelier Rorona the other day as well. They just started to play that, and it's actually pretty good fun. Shit. Yes, UN Squadron, or Area 88 as it's known, is the first game. This is the sequel, which is why it looks a lot better than UN Squadron. Yeah, the license for UN Squadron is actually based off an anime, I believe. Or manga, or whatever. I actually think this is a better game all round though, compared to UN Squadron. UN Squadron is a nice game though. Yeah, the anime was actually quite good. I need to watch out for it. Do that, right. So there's rocks that appear from the top. I see boulders. It was close. Game boats. Hot boats, yeah. It's a nice boat. was right about my keyboard actually. It seems like it is the keyboard that was the problem causing the input resets. Because I haven't had a single one since I disconnected the keyboard. Oh shit! I'm not paying attention to the stuff above me. Be careful here. There's people here. That to come a little bit closer. That maxes me out. Almost. It's going to sink and then the first turret is going to activate. Be careful though, because there's no fuel coming for another cycle. Technically I didn't even need the special weapon for this, but I took it anyway, just in case. There we go. Special does help there though. I think my shot was quite strong anyway, so... I say you get a little refund as well of the stuff that you bought. Yeah, I got nearly $200,000, so that's going to be more than enough considering I make most of that back anyway per stage. Yeah, that's right. Homing missiles, large fuel canister. Right. I actually didn't need the homing missiles here either, so... I mean, it's useful to actually kill things with. But, for the most part, I didn't really need a sub-weapon for this stage either. It might help later though, trying to pick some stuff off. Whoop! Shit. Ah, god damn it. There's a little fuel there. This modern aircraft actually does have lasers, apparently. I was about to essentially a mortar at me though. Very, very slow lasers. Oh, it was one off it. Perfect. Shit. Oh, that sucks. I get most of that refunded. Shit. Train station. Right, I'm gonna need napalm actually. Jerky. So I've got napalm. Ah, fuck this one. Oh, shit. Let's see that. That's good, there's a fuel there. Don't get greedy. No, there wasn't. There is a home version of... actually, no, that's wrong. There is. It's probably on the Capcom Collections on PS1 Saturn. That's the most likely place you'll find them, I think. Yeah, it's most likely a straight port. I don't think it would be, you know, plus alpha type port with extra stuff on it. Get there, that was down. So yeah, it is actually accessible as a port, if I remember correctly. There's quite a lot on the Capcom Collections on, you know, PS1 Saturn actually. Like most of the 19X games and ghouls and stuff around there as well, weren't they? Oh, shit. There goes the frickin' fuel. Joke boss. Wasn't that? Ah, okay. Must not have been one of those then. UN Squadron obviously was though, because that was on Super Nintendo. That's a shame though. I didn't know if there was a PC collection. this thing, and that thing. Let's go! Yeah, that doesn't sound like it might... That doesn't sound particularly official, but... I mean, it might be worth digging up to see if it actually is a decent enough port. It'd be nice if it was ported though. I mean, even on like something like the Arcade Archives, that'd be nice to see. Yeah, most likely Kratos, yeah. Yes, I used to use that, actually, yeah. Some of the ancient emulators. I used that for quite a lot of games, actually. Oh, fuck. I'm paying attention. Yeah, I remember that. I remember some of the old stuff, like Nesticle and Genesis. Callus. Neo Rage X, yep, there's another one. Old school. Yeah, it had no sound, but it was still playable, so you could actually get something out of it at least. I'm not careful, I'm gonna die. Still got temper. Fuck. All this weapon switching. Okay, that'll go right. Yeah, I had some old ones. Z-SNES as well. There's another old one. Old school one. Oh, fuck. I used to have a really shit PC though, so all those kinds of emulators were actually required because they actually ran games at a decent speed. Yeah, I know Z-SNES is still being developed. It's pretty old school though, if you remember, because it's like, you know, a 90s emulator. And it was like praised for being like one of the faster ones as well. Welcome back at least. Oh, a modified version of main, is it? That's interesting. Full health. Fuck. Damn it. That's official, is it? Interesting. Okay. Might be worth trying to dig up actually to see how good it is. Be careful with it. Alright, no problem, dude. Catch you in a bit. How close are we? 217,000. Urgent mission. Rabu has just launched the... Okay, this is the last stage. Insufficient data. Alright, so I want these. This is a shield. Okay. And that's why I try to bank as much money as possible. So I can take the shield for this stage as well. That missile. Indeed. Over and around and destroy the top one. I needed that. Very quickly needed that. Okay. It's the fuel that's an issue though. Shuttle. And watch out for its boosters as well. I've been caught out by that before. Shit. Ooh, lasers. Got it. Got the clear. All right. That got perfect for that stage as well. Thanks. $181. I think that's a PB actually. Yeah, that's actually a PB. I beat my previous score. Nice. Okay. Not bad, actually. I might be interested in looking into an all-perfect run at some point, because you actually get bonus points in each stage for downing 100% of the enemies. So that might be kind of interesting to route out at some point.